Morning, my name is Father Rayappa. You are watching a series of talks on planet Earth. This segment is number 28. I'm going to talk about river delta. A river delta is a landform that forms from deposition of sediment carried by a river as the flow leaves its mouth and enters slower moving or standing water. This occurs where a river enters an ocean, sea, estuary, lake, reservoir, or another river that cannot transport away the supplied sediment. The size and shape of a delta is controlled by the balance between watershed processes that supply sediment and receiving basin processes that redistribute, sequester, and export that sediment. The size, geometry, and location of the receiving basin also plays an important role in delta evolution. River deltas are important in human civilization as they are major agricultural production centers and population centers. They can provide coastline defense and can impact drinking water supply. They are also ecologically important with different species assemblages depending on their landscape position. River deltas form when a river carrying sediment reaches either, number one, a body of water such as a lake, ocean, or reservoir. Number two, another river that cannot remove the sediment quickly enough to stop delta formation. Or number three, an inland region where the water spreads out and deposits sediments. The tidal currents also cannot be too strong as sediment would wash out into the water body faster than the river deposits it. Of course, the river must carry enough sediment to layer into deltas over time. The river's velocity decreases rapidly, causing it to deposit the majority, if not at all, of its load. This alluvium builds up to form the river delta. When the flow enters the standing water, it is no longer confined to its channel and expands in width. This flow expansion results in a decrease in the flow velocity, which diminishes the ability of the flow to transport sediment. As a result, sediment drops out of the flow and deposits. Over time, the single channel builds a deltaic lobe, pushing its mouth into the standing water. I got a video animation on delta. Right now, we can watch.
A delta is a special type of estuary. Here, a river is divided up into several branches. A delta results from sudden changes in the current, which lead to the formation of sandbanks. The channels between these banks are filled up with mud, and the mouth of the river is eventually pushed further and further out into the sea.